The biggest news in Canada this morning is that trade talks are off. They are completely suspended right now because of a TV ad. All right. Now, it sounds silly, but if you dig deeper, I think there's a lot going on over here that's worth paying attention to. So, in case you didn't know, Trump has been on a rampage of tweets since last night. He's even tweeting this morning, and you can look at all of them over here. And you'll notice that one thing that he keeps mentioning in each and every single post this morning is the Supreme Court. He is very worried about the Supreme Court. When Doug Ford first announced this ad campaign, I thought it was a waste of money. I thought there's no way that this is going to have an impact. It's just going to red states. Voters in red states don't really have that much power right now. They can't really influence what Trump does with the tariffs. But turns out I was wrong. The target market is actually the Supreme Court justices, 4 of whom I believe are right-wingers. They usually support the government, but what you gotta understand is these are old school Republicans. They care more about money than they care about Trump right now, right? So all it takes is one of them to change their mind. Now, you gotta understand, the Supreme Court is hearing arguments from Trump's lawyers and the businesses that are suing him on November 5th. And the main argument that Trump's lawyers are using is that Ronald Reagan, yes, that Ronald Reagan used this emergency act, the IEEPA, to impose emergency sanctions or emergency tariffs on certain countries. And that gives Trump the ability to just do that to all the countries whenever. They're using Reagan as a shield, essentially, to say that this allows us to put tariffs on anyone we wish. But by showing an ad to the Supreme Court justices to say that Reagan himself thought tariffs were a bad idea because they compromise national economy and national security, he himself thought of this as a break-the-glass emergency move that should rarely be used, shouldn't be used willy-nilly across the world to islands with penguins or something. Do you know what I mean? It's supposed to be a last-ditch, very limited power, and Reagan himself believed that. I don't know if it's going to work, but I guess we'll find out because after the court case is heard on November 5th, legal experts expect a decision before Christmas. They're expecting it in the next couple of days or next couple of weeks after the court has heard both arguments. But if the court strikes it down, if the court doesn't allow Trump to put tariffs anymore, this would be a big win. This would be a big win for Doug. It'd be a big win for Mark Carney. It'd be a big win for the rest of the world as well. Because this is the only tool in Cheeto's toolbox. It's the only tool he has. And if it gets struck down by his own Supreme Court, we'll be in a much better position. The rest of the world will have much more leverage in trade negotiations. So in a way, it is better that we suspend trade negotiations until the Supreme Court decision is done. And the fact that Trump is worried about it means there is a chance that he might lose. Keep a close eye on this.